from my own experience, I inherited a mission statement, which I don't even remember, but it was focused around preserving the confidentiality and integrity and availability of data, blah, blah. And it was something that I couldn't remember, let alone everyone else in the organization. So when you simplify it down to, hey, my job here is to reduce risk, control cost, and minimize friction, that's something that executive teams and boards alike are going to understand, because the other challenge that we have in cybersecurity is that boards expect you to be able to measure everything. I mean, they do that in other lines of business. It's very tough to measure things that don't happen, which is what we're trying to do in cybersecurity. So if you bring it back to those three areas where you can have metrics associated with how your cybersecurity spend is reducing risk, and really where it's flattening the total cost of your security spend, and then other ways where maybe anecdotally you're going to have stories from how various parts of the business have been able to ideate or innovate because the solutions that we've implemented now have modernized the approach to security, and it's made their units more productive. It's incredibly tough to quantify that, but there are some models out there that are coming of age. It's really fascinating when you're trying to trend it, especially like peer comparison type trends. That's really big with executives and boards. So one of the things that we're able to do from a cloud-delivered multi-tenant solution is a lot of metrics associated with phishing, ransomware, cloud application usage, and where organizations stack up, not only within their vertical, but where their vertical itself stacks up in terms of, how much they're targeted and how much they're actually protecting their organization, people, and assets. One thing that I'm seeing more, and this kind of goes back to the role in and of itself, it's area of influence or responsibility is expanding. I think for the longest time, we just really spent time, and I'm referring to CISOs now, really kind of looked at risk just from a technology standpoint. And what we're seeing is, because the role is growing, and now there's we talked about it today, where we may potentially see the SEC mandate some kind of cybersecurity expertise or responsibility on boards, kind of the same way we saw with SOX and the fiduciary responsibilities there, is that we need to be able to understand that and articulate that better, because in my experience, when I was communicating risk to executive teams, when you look around that table, there's people from different backgrounds, different experiences. They're going to interpret what you have to say differently, uniquely. So being able to resonate with people at that level, and then really tie back what kind of value you're delivering to the business, when otherwise you may just be looked at as a cost center.